Hey there, English learners! Welcome back to the channel. Are you ready to improve your English in a fun and easy way? This video will help you with listening and speaking. So sit back, relax, and get ready to enjoy English. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more simple English stories. Let's begin.
The Nile flowed quietly under the golden sun, its waters calm and steady, mirroring the quiet strength of the queen who stood watching from her palace balcony, her thoughts already far ahead, preparing for the storm that was slowly approaching from Rome. Cleopatra, the last monarch of Egypt's ancient dynasty, had long understood that survival in a world of shifting empires required more than royal blood. It demanded intellect, diplomacy, and an ability to speak with clarity in rooms where power was traded like coin. Though her court was filled with skilled advisors fluent in many tongues, Cleopatra insisted on speaking for herself, especially when it came to addressing foreign rulers. For she believed that a voice not only carries meaning, it carries presence. She knew the weight of language, the subtle difference a single mispronounced word could make in the halls of politics, and so she dedicated herself to mastering Latin, the language of Rome, late into the night, often reading scrolls by oil lamp, repeating difficult phrases aloud until they rested on her tongue like second nature. When news came that Julius Caesar himself would arrive in Alexandria to discuss Egypt's future, the palace stirred with panic, but Cleopatra remained composed, rehearsing carefully constructed greetings, expressions of alliance, and responses to difficult questions, all crafted to strengthen her nation's position and her own. Her first meeting with Caesar was no mere ceremony. It was a test of nerve and clarity. In a chamber adorned with carved pillars and flickering torches, she entered with steady grace, her voice poised as she welcomed him in fluent, though accented, Latin. Caesar, known for his sharp mind, paused at her words, not because of imperfection, but because of her courage to speak directly, without relying on translators or political intermediaries. Over the course of weeks, Cleopatra engaged in complex discussions, slowly building trust not only through the brilliance of her political ideas, but through the precision and intention behind every word she spoke. She corrected herself often, sometimes laughing softly at a misused term, but never hiding behind silence, and this vulnerability made her presence even more formidable. When her advisors expressed concern about her exposure to Roman judgment, she reminded them that power lies not only in weapons or armies, but in the ability to command attention through speech, even in the presence of those who may seek to undermine you. She spent hours listening to Roman poetry, studying the rhythm and emotion carried in each line, mimicking the intonation of senators and scribes, determined to sharpen both her pronunciation and her political instinct. Her days were filled with governance, but her nights were filled with repetition, testing the sounds of foreign syllables, practicing questions and answers as if rehearsing a performance. Because for Cleopatra, diplomacy was not just a conversation, it was theater with consequences. As months passed, her confidence grew not because she became flawless, but because she accepted that mastery was a journey and every misstep was a step forward. Eventually, Cleopatra's command of language became as strategic as her use of alliances, every speech carefully timed, every phrase calibrated to create connection or clarity. Even during high-tension talks with Roman generals and foreign dignitaries, she relied on her training, never afraid to pause, breathe, and continue. She rewrote speeches herself, simplifying where needed, enriching where possible, always with the goal of being understood fully, deeply, and without confusion. In private, she mentored her aides on the same principles, teaching them that fear of embarrassment is the greatest enemy of fluency, and that courage, even in the smallest of phrases, can open doors once thought sealed. Cleopatra's story, though shaped by history and politics, also became a story of learning, a lifelong effort to communicate clearly across cultures and expectations. By the time she met Mark Antony, she had transformed completely, no longer needing rehearsals to express herself powerfully. Her language flowed with ease, her voice balanced confidence with compassion, and every sentence she spoke carried the weight of both a queen and a scholar. And so, when we speak of Cleopatra today, we remember not only her leadership and legacy, but also her dedication to mastering speech, not to impress, but to connect. Because she understood that in a world divided by borders and politics, it is language, honestly spoken and bravely learned, that bridges kingdoms, hearts, and time itself.